And have we been put on? There we go, we are live now. I was just told myself 5 seconds.
Cool.
Welcome back to EGL10. My name is Tony, I'm here with Chewy, and mate, we have a very good game coming up here. Infused taking on EQ, and of course EQ, not really a big known massive team, but they do have Daredevil in there. One of these players who's been around forever, and he's one of these guys that will constantly do well at events. So, you know, Infused aren't going to sort of think going into this, we're going to battle these guys. They're going to think, this is going to be a hard game, you know, we're going to take our time, but really, you've got to think of it Infused 3-0.
I think you've got to do that with every game, though. I mean, because there are so many upsets in Call of Duty, and there are so many things that can happen which aren't predicted at all. So you've got to come into every single game and still try your hardest and stuff. Yep. And I'm going to predict them, like everybody said, to take the Respawn game modes. Apparently, they won 10-0 on CTS, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do on that. But, you know, I was talking to the guys a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about how they've got that strong 3 SMG aggressive play from them, and they're all going to be really going for it in the hard point. So I think that could work on Yemen, but I don't expect them to really be running 3 SMGs on Yemen. Maybe I'm wrong.
Possibly. It depends what hard point, I would imagine. We will see some M8s probably at the start more than anything else. As we move up into the next one as well, we will see a lot of M8s, depending on the spawns, really. But we'll see when we get into the game. I think they are going to be starting it up soon, and I think we're ready to go as we start the game now, and we'll jump straight into that now. Yep,
let's get on board with the action game, just loading up for you guys. Yemen hardpoint is the first map. We are still on winners bracket round 3 here on the main stage at EGL10 here in Sheffield. Now, I always like doing this when I start casting. I like to ask the other guy who they want to jump on board with at the start. So come on, who from Infused? I'm going to say, we're shorting it down to that. Who from Infused do you want to jump on board with at the start?
It's going to have to be Bissell for me.
Okay, and why is that?
I would say he's probably one of the better SMG players in Europe at the moment, playing fantastically well every time I watch him. And he's just one of these guys that's constantly played very, very well at all events that he's went to. Of course, winning EGL4 quite a while ago now, it seems. But here we go, on board with Bissell straight from the off, and he jumps straight off the map after picking up 1 kill inside that hardpoint. Switch to spawn round, though, not really that beneficial. They probably want to be on the other one. Shane's picked up a kill for EQ inside the hardpoint. Yep,
always a hotly, closely contested hardpoint this first one. Not one where you see teams really pull away with the score. Score currently 9-5, and there we go, 9 minutes 30 on the clock. Tommy getting a 2-piece there, though, on Vintage and Biss. Score's pretty even so far. We've got about 31 seconds before it rotates over towards that next scaffold hardpoint. And, you know, the most important thing I feel on this first hardpoint is, you want to get a lot of time with it, but you've got to make sure you get those crucial next spawns for the second scaffold hill.
Yeah, to be honest, the first hardpoint's pretty irrelevant in terms of points. It is really down to where you need to switch the spawn ups correctly, and we're on board with Bissell, who's doing that exactly right now inside the hardpoint. He's already picked up a kill, gets shot on the back by DD, though he's going to go in and get taken out by Vintage with a B2 3R. And Infused don't have a good spawn here. I'm going to jump on board with somebody else, actually. Let's go on board with Tommy. He's inside the hardpoint for EQ as we stay in caster. I'll get it right. Picture and picture mode. And on board with Tommy, who does have 2 score streaks.
Yep, he does have 2 score streaks, and hopefully he's going to be able to rack up some more. Currently on a 3 score streak, as you say. Looks like he's going to be able to call them in now, though. And they are managed to take a good lead here. Score currently 42-12, so they've got that 30-point lead, and it's still rising for them. He does get shut out there. It looks like Vintage managed to take him out, and he's not got a horrible spawn there. He's got to push towards that back sector. Nice kill there from Vintage, managing to push into the hard point. Not going to work. Nobody's in the hard point. Sorry, as soon as I say that, Josh manages to push in there, get control of the hard point. 2 point there from Boom. And this is back and forth gameplay, although the scores are, there's still a difference in there. It's definitely back and forth. Boom managing to earn that Hailstorm missile, and look at that. These guys are starting to warm up now and starting to get going.
Well, if you do have a look at Infused, though, they have switched it around very, very quickly. So let's go on board with Bissell, who's going to try and actually probably pick up some points here if he can. Oh, DD going big there. Picking up 2 kills. Let's go on board with him inside the hardpoint. He's going to pick up the scrap points, but let's see what he's going to do as he moves over to the next hardpoint any second now. And here comes a Hailstorm missile as well. That's going to cause problems for Infused as Tommy calls that in. Vintage gets taken out by that. Voon takes out Jake as well. Lots of kills going down. It's mostly from EQ as they try and battle through. Last guy alive in there is actually going to be Josh, and he's still alive. Gets taken out, though, as we see Infused move over. Let's go on board with Jake, and all the kills are going down here. Let's go on board with Tommy inside the hardpoint. Trying to stay alive now. Let's see if they can get some control.
Yep, if he can keep this one down for the full 60 seconds, it is going to play big. He does get taken out, though, unfortunately. Daredevil, is alive still in the hardpoint. Voom's also on a 4 score streak, so he's starting to play well. Score currently 79-20. We do see Bissell in control of the hardpoint, so great push from him to be able to get there. And have a look down at that bottom right-hand side of the screen. You do see the mini-map there, and you do see the guys from EQ starting to make that rotation, but you do see 3 of the guys now from Infused starting to make that rotation themselves. This is a hotly contested hardpoint. We do see the Scorpion in there for Jake. He manages to pick up one. Unfortunately, he gets taken out himself. Bissell just being able to take out the last few points there. Score currently 79 to 44. Still 6 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. So, Turn, I think we can safely say there's still anything can happen in this game.
Yeah, to be honest, this what you've seen is a very, very early turnaround there when they came all the way around this next hard point and just left Bissell on his own to pick up the points. And that said, they have caught up a little bit now, but we have seen EQ get control of this hard point inside the church, and it's something very, very hard to break once they have a good setup on it. And it's proven hard for Infused. Bissell managed to pick up one kill in there, but Boom's going to pick up another and another himself. Well played by him. Let's go on board with him inside the hard point. Gets taken out on board with Josh, and they do have contestation from EQ. Josh has a lot of work to do here. He's not going to take out Dedes. He turns on him on main stage. Jake has the two-piece with the grenade, though. He's going to shut down any more points on that hard point for EQ as Josh picks up some points here. 20 seconds remaining as well, so he's going to pick up the scraps and get quite a few points from him. I would imagine on board with Jake, though. And he's just taking out Shane.
Yep, let's have a look at the scoreboard, see what's going on so far, see if anybody's really impressing us. And there we go, we do see Voom going 16 and 10 right now. Not too much going on, not really too much differences. The defense column there, have a look at that. Voom managed to get 4 defense already as Jake turns on Voom there. As soon as we gave him a shout out, he gets turned on. Jake managing to pick up the M8 as well, and he's very close to those score streaks. You won't say it too loud, but he does get taken out. And there we go, Voom picking up a 2-piece there. He did take out one of his own players, so Tommy went down, unfortunately for him. But he's really starting to impress me, this guy. And look at the score, they're starting to pull away with this a bit.
Yeah, and they're around 60 points in the lead, actually exactly 50 points, as it does seem as if Infused are going to pick up some points. Let's have a look, and it is all coming to a head inside the hardpoint, on board with Bissell there as well. Has Josh as well to help him out. Didi gets taken out by him, and Infused are going to come off better from that exchange. Lots of kills going down, but not many contestations really. Well, I say that. Bissell takes out Tommy inside the hardpoint as Voom and Didi do work and take them out. They're going to get control once again and extend their lead.
Yep, teams are really starting to get pumped up on the main stage. I can even hear them through my headset. Obviously got your voice and the game sound as well, and I can still hear them over the top of it. Just about halfway through the game right now, 4 minutes 55 seconds left on the clock, and the teams are just going to be picking up the last few scrap seconds before it rotates right back to the start. And again, you know, this is pretty much like it is on the first hardpoint hill. We still right back at the start of the game. You're not going to see teams really pull away with the score here on this first hardpoint. I feel they've got to make sure again, just as before, they've got to get that anchor position down. We do see Bissell picking up a nice kill there. Is he going to get the second? No, he does get taken out. Jake's on a 3 score streak though. He's got that lightning strike and that Hellstorm missile right now, starting to rotate towards this purple section, making sure that the hardpoint is currently controlled by his team. Josh is in control of that right now, and this is great work from Infused. They need to start picking up their game. They're only about 24 seconds down. Score is still rising for them. Great plays by them. Jake on a 4 kill streak, make that 5.
Yeah, War Machine in hand. Jake is going to do a lot of damage on this EQ team. Going to take out Boom then. Going to look for a second kill. Currently Flag Dragon attached though. Does manage to survive that wave of grenade launcher coming over towards him, but he is going to move into the hard point now. Jake pick up another kill, and they're going to be on the better spawn for the next side as well. So it's going to stay on board with Jake on a 7 kill streak at the moment on main stage here, live from EGL10 Sheffield.
This is what I like though. This is the close games, you know. We were expecting Infused to really bring it to them in these respawn game modes, but it's close so far. We do still see EQ in the lead, but look at that turn on there on Voom with that War Machine. That thing is absolutely crazy. I love seeing it. He's getting shot on the back. He does get taken out there from Voom with the revenge kill. Shane was on a 3 score streak. He did get taken out, but we'll jump on board with Voom, see what he's going to be able to do. Start to move towards the hardpoint. Manages to pick up 1 in there. Is he going to get the second? He does get the second there. Going on this scaffold section. He's going to be pushing into the hardpoint with an M8, but look at that from Jake. And this is just what you'd expect from Jake to be doing things like that within the hardpoint.
You know, online Jake is one of these players who really complains about online a lot. But, you know, when it comes to LAN, this guy is in his element and plays so well. He's picked up his double War Machine there. So now he's 29 and 15, going 4 captures with 3 defense. His team are now in the lead. Very, very slender one at the moment, and it does seem as if EQ are going to take that back as well with a few scrap points. So saying that, Bissell has done well. He's inside the hard point, and I would imagine he's going to pick them up. Yep, he is, as we do see EQ move over to the next hard point. Let's jump on board with Vintage. That's an important kill by him, and the Hellstorm missile is going to come in, not going to help him though. Needs help from his teammates. Josh is there.
Yeah, they've started to get these rotations in. They're getting the early rotations. I believe at the start, you know, EQ were really getting those early rotations in. They were able to pick up a lot of time on the hard point, and Josh manages to get a 2-piece there on Shane and Daredevil as well. So they're definitely starting to pick up their game. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Really close still. Only about 15 seconds or so in it. Nobody in control of the hard point. As soon as I say that, Bissell does manage to take it over. He's currently on a 2 score streak, halfway to that Hellstorm missile. Starts to see somebody there. It looks like he took out his own player there, unfortunately. So Josh went down, sees somebody outside the hard point, pulls out the B23 out, almost gets look at that 2-piece. Oh my gosh, Bissell just going off there. Look at that.
Bissell going insane with the B23 out there. Well played by him. Let's have a look at the scoreboard now. 22 and 21. are his kills to death. Currently 10 captures, though, so fantastic play by him. A nice two-piece there on mid stage. 160 points, it's around 10, 15 points in the lead at the moment, but it is really absolutely nothing when it comes to hardpoint. And as we can see, he does have those score streaks available, as Infused seem to be dominating the kill feed now.
As I've got to say, I love casting over Yemen. It's just one of those maps where anything can happen. We don't see the shotguns over here with the Deserto rule set. Obviously, over in America and North America, in the MLG scene, you will see those shotguns, which I think can play quite a big role over there. But you don't see anything like that. It's just down to your gun skill with those SMGs and the like. As we do see Daredevil now using that Scorpion, he's going to be able to pick up Jakey to get the second. No, he doesn't. Bizzle shuts him down again with the headshot, and this is just back and forth. Vintage though is on a 4 score streak in a hardpoint. I want to see how close he is to score streaks at the minute. He's got that line strike and that Hellstorm missile. Manages to pick up kills. Look at that. And I've seen so many war machines this game turn. I swear there's been like 4 or 5 already. Surely.
Yeah, both teams really going for each other. I mean, if we look at the score, but there's kills all over the place. I mean, Tommy's the only guy dropping below 20 with 14 kills. DT picking up 18 there as well. And Infused have really stepped it up now. They were looking a little bit shaky at first, but it seems as if they're getting themselves warmed up. And they are really in the driving seat now, as they are just now taking the win there, and that's going to be map number 1 going to Infused. Yep,
and what we'd expect, we said it before, and the guys over at EGL Central said it, as there we go. We do see a 2-piece there from Bissell. He did take out his own team, so it was only a 2-piece, not a 3-piece, as that would look good. But that comeback from Infused, that's what you want to see from a squad. We were talking about their chemistry and how they've not been a squad for too long before, but that doesn't really seem to matter for them. They dropped that search and destroy earlier on, but they are just absolutely dominating the end of this game. They've come back, they've taken it in convincing style. We've still got 25 seconds on the clock, so we'll see if they're going to be able to shut it out completely. But they are just dominating the kill feed right now. Look at that. Bizzle picking up a 2-piece. Vintage picking up a 2-piece with his lightning strike, I believe that was. And I just saw the top of the team for Infused. I'm not sure who that was. 32 kills at the second turn. So yeah, definitely impressive stuff.
I mean, 33 and 23 from Bissell there. Not the best amount of deaths, but you're putting up the kills on the board. That's the main thing. Vintage picking up another 2 kills for himself as well. Fantastically well played by the whole squad. 244 to 167 is going to be your final score in map number 1, which is going to go to Infused, as we see the random kill cam coming up now.
Yep, that's going to be it. 244 to 167, as you said, Turn. And yeah, just exactly what you're expecting. It looked a bit freaky at first, but then you did see that over at the TCM game just now when they were playing on the second stage. They were down by over 100 points, and then they came back into it, and that's exactly what we've seen by Infused. They just needed to get warmed up, know what they were doing, get those early rotations in, win those crucial gunfights, and we saw them do it time and time again. So they've taken the first map there as Turn drops his pen on the floor. We'll pick that up later.